p.m.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Now at 5, explosions and a large fire. A commercial building up in flames in Canoga Park, destroying a building, burning cars, and sending debris flying. We're told that 3 people were injured.
Well, that scene was so dangerous, firefighters stayed outside for their own safety. CBS 2's Joy Benedict is live on the scene in Canoga Park on Canoga Avenue. And Joy, is there any confirmation on the cause of this fire yet?
No, not yet. That's something they are obviously continuing to look into, is exactly what caused this fire, but they're probably not going to get that anytime, at least not in the next couple of hours, because right now they're still in a defensive mode as they're trying to make sure that there aren't any hot spots still going on. You can see someone over on the roof over there on the right-hand side of this building. This is a 50-foot by 100-foot warehouse that they are still trying to put the flames out 5 hours after it started. But as alarming as that may sound to you, imagine how alarming it was to those who heard this explosion.
Oh my God.
It was a heart-stopping scene as neighbors saw flames shooting from a local business in Canoga Park, but this was something neighbors heard first.
I was at my office sitting at my desk and I felt this loud boom.
Sean works next door and didn't want to give us his last name, but he took this video as it all unfolded.
I can literally feel the heat.
I saw a couple people coming out severely burnt, obviously needing severe medical attention. Their skin was kind of falling off. It was pretty scary.
Neighbors who live nearby also ran outside, not knowing what happened.
And it was like billowing like a mushroom, full of flames and fire.
We saw this a big dark smoke, coming up, and then big flames, coming up like, 20, 30 feet up in the air.
Firefighters say their crews heard the explosion before a call came in and rushed to this business on Canoga Avenue just after noon.
This has been a very difficult fire in many ways. It was well entrenched, flames through the roof upon our arrival.
3 people were injured.
A 28-year-old male suffered the most critical burns because he had 2nd and 3rd degree burns to, tragically, 90% of his body.
2 more men in their 30s also suffered burns and were taken by ambulance in critical and stable condition, but the fire kept burning.
We also had a very rapid buckling of the exterior, meaning that the walls were perhaps about to fall down.
And things kept popping.
And the fire was just intense. The cars started melting and blowing up. It was pretty gnarly.
The tires were melting, all of a sudden they just burst and boom and popped.
It's still unclear what this business did or what caused this explosion, but investigators smell marijuana and neighbors say it was either a grow or hemp extraction business or possibly both.
Not quite 100% sure of what took place, obviously, but kind of dangerous to be this close to regular businesses, I would say.
And even if what they were doing was legal, neighbors in this community hope it won't be anymore.
I'm glad it got outed, and I'm glad it's gone. All of that's a hindrance to our neighborhood. It really is.
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions right now about what exactly was done here. But as you can see, there's still a lot of work being done as this building is still smoking. As I mentioned, 5 hours after this fire itself started. And as they look into exactly what this business did, whether it had a permit, whether it was doing it legally, whatever it was supposed to do, all of these questions still out there. A lot of folks are also concerned because of the proximity to other businesses, proximity to homes, and proximity to the police department, which is about a block away. Guys.
All right, here's a different view. Our Desmond Shaw is live over what's left of that building. And Desmond, how does it look from Sky 2?
Well, Pat and Jeff, you can see LA City Fire, they still have their hands full with this. Look, there's still a little bit of active flame on top of one of the supports of this building. Shows you just how hot this fire has been burning for the last 5 hours. So I'll widen out and show you here how this building totally gutted by the fire. And several of these vehicles over here are going to be a total loss. It basically just melted those 4 cars, just the proximity to the flames. One thing that's kind of interesting, wanted to show you LAPD, or rather LA City Fire, I should say, has this new firefighting robot there, that yellow thing in the center of the screen. It's pretty cool. They're able to actually deploy it without anyone being around. It has a little kind of a bulldozer on the front of it, and it can go into burning buildings and fight fires from the inside without endangering any firefighters. Widen out and show you here. Look at this, right across the alleyway from an LAPD substation here. Kind of interesting. So I know everyone's going to be wanting to know if this was, a legal or illegal business, and if it was illegal and literally functioning right underneath LAPD's nose. Live in Sky 2 overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Pat and Jeff, back to you in the studio.
Okay, nice job, Desmond. Thank you so much. And of course, stay with us for the very latest on that explosion and fire coming up next hour on CBS 2 News at 6.